it can seem like chaos. It's the flow of the market. And much like the ocean, money flows in and money flows out. And at times, it can seem like chaos. But out of that chaos, what if you could see? There's an old saying, it's hard to see the forest from the trees. Meaning we have to get above the treetop to see the big picture. And seeing the big picture is what the money flow trading system is all about. I've traveled America to talk with other people who love trading as much as I do. One of the great things about trading is that it can be done from anywhere, any location on earth. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need 5 or 6 computer monitors. You could do it with a phone.
Yeah, you do.
You don't need a college degree. You don't need a suit. You don't need to understand complicated technical jargon. But you will need a desire to win, a desire to be successful. And sometimes you just need a little help.
Come on, baby.
I believe that I can help you. I've helped thousands of people all over the world get a better understanding of the stock market, improve their trading, and build more confidence.
What's up, man? Yes. Hey, guys, Gerald Peters. Welcome back to the Peters Report. We're trying to stay one step ahead of the market. Joined by my friend and co-worker here, Jess, who helps me with the MFG with some writing and research. How you doing, Jess?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Doing great. That got me pumped up, man. I was first playing with video editing when I put that on there, and I streamed all these things together. That's total freestyle. Like I was like, just run them, and then they're running it through it on, and I made that up all the way through it. And at the end, I was like, wow, that's not bad, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
There are a couple spots where it's just corny to me, where I'm like trying to slow down as I'm talking because of how slow it's going, But anyway, good stuff. That's the money flow, right? We're trying to see the big picture.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Can't miss the forest looking for the tree.
Right. And in stock trading, there's a thing called top-down analysis and top-up or bottom-up analysis. And top-down means kind of, let me pull what we do with our stages, what we do. See, I mean, definitely with the Peters Report, that's what we're trying to do here in the beginning. I mean, let's pull this back. If anybody reads this in the beginning or each Sunday night, that's what we're trying to do right there, is kind of help you see the whole thing, so that then as we move in, we call it the wind. Probably not the best name. What do you think?
I like it. I'm already used to it.
Yeah, I'm so used to it. I don't even know where I got it from. I think I made it up. I don't want to say I did. It's hard to say you invented anything in the world today in the stock market. Just because there's so many people, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any unique ideas. I think we're all, not to get all spiritual and shit, but we're all kind of connected through the same collective, man. Call it God, call it the universe. And if you're thinking of an idea, I assure you someone else.
Yeah. No one's reinventing the wheel here.
Right. And I think part of that is because, now I'm off on a thing, but it's like someone, I've said that before. God answers prayers through people, and he might not be able to depend on you. So he's going to have to spread that out to a lot of people. And whoever answers the call, whoever jumps up, I think is the one that gets the gig, so to speak. Does that make sense? Like there's a lot of, same in landlording. Like I feel like as a landlord, I'm kind of providing a service to people. But I got to raise my hand. I got to jump out there. I got to buy the property. I got to take on the risk, right? So that I can help that whoever person that's getting divorced or a single mom or the single dad, or they just can't afford good housing. Now I get to answer their situation. And that could be a prayer. They're just praying for a good house, a safe house for their kids, but you got to raise your hand,
Yeah, you got to ask for it at least.
You got to ask, right?
You got to know what you want and then ask for it.
And I said all that in a weird way to lead up to the first stock I wanted to look at. And then we'll look at some news, but X, Jess brought me this one, but I think you said someone mentioned it in Discord first, right?
Yeah, someone had posted it in Discord in stage 4, but it was such a huge drop, so I sent it to you.
Yeah, so whoever that was.
I knew you had been watching steel stock, so.
Right. Now you guys might know, well, how did she know I'd been watching steel stocks? Again, back to the Peters report. This is free. The petersreport.com is free. And then what we've been doing to it to make it a lot more interactive is we've added, we connected our emails with the Substack platform, which Jess had been trying to get me to do. And I just being lazy and not wanting to add another damn platform to my life. But that was a great idea, huh?
Yeah, I think it was.
If I say so myself. But the report, what we're trying to do is to bring to life all that part. And it's kind of like now we're cutting down trees, right? With the report. Before we're seeing the big picture.
Yeah, this is breaking it down.
This is going through the woods with a fucking axe. Like pick that tree there and that one there, and we're going through cutting. And so if you're not on this, if you just click the QR code, boom, you'll get on the emails. Most of them are free. We got a few behind the paywall, and we'll talk about that. And that's just because we put a lot of effort into those through either, our pick of the week. That's through, we do fundamental research, both me and Jess, and then technicals, right? We drop the charts with the entries, exits, and targets. And man, I don't know about you, but I think that's a great, I think it's a great thing. If somebody does all 52 trades over a year, come on.
Yeah, so many of them have been successful already.
Yeah, we'll look at that. There was this morning, I was like, look at fucking Etsy. Like I was kind of mad, and then I looked back and he's like, boom, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But, let's look at this X. Now, yeah, so we were saying it. Let me pull it up in here. Also, if you're in Discord with us, if you go to the MFG Trade Ideas of the Week, stock charts, you can get our stock chart pack. And inside that pack, we have all the charts that I'm looking at. They're all marked up. Sometimes I get a little behind on them, but I try to stay on top of it. But here was X. We didn't send this out as a trade of the week or anything, did we?
It was a runner-up 2 weeks in a row.
Okay,
this
so
week
we've
and last week.
So we've talked about it many times.
Mm-hmm.
So we got in on the anchor day. Ordinarily, you wouldn't get in on a stock like this. I called an audible. I think we got in right around here, around 29.
Yeah.
And the reason for the audible was the reason for the drop. And there is a thing in trading called social sentiment. It's kind of like how people see a stock. An example would be Walgreens. It don't matter what they put out. Everybody hates it. And at some point that'll go away and then it'll become an opportunity,
Yeah.
How long does that last? Who knows? And I think we've seen that with many stocks, right? Like Bitcoin will be hated and then it's loved. Damn. I probably shouldn't be day trading at the same time. So the president gave a speech, talked about stopping, and he named X, American Steel, by name because they're doing something with some Japanese. I guess the Japanese are trying to merge or something. apparently the company could really use it. And I think Morningstar had a $50-something target on it. I think that's the target on that.
Yeah, steel was. I mean, X was $50.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let me take that down real quick so I can bring up a chart on Morningstar and nobody sees me logging in. I need I don't have multiple monitors here. I mean, I have multiple monitors, but I don't have my to let me move across them while live. Docking station. I'm trying to think of the word. So if there's any tech guys in the New Orleans area who'd like to be a MFG intern, hit me up. Let's see. That'd be great.
Yeah, especially if they could bring some value to help you out.
Yeah. I can bring them into my hostel I'll be staying at. Let's see. Sharing a bedroom. Oh, yeah, tech guy and roommate. The I'm teasing. Sort of. All right,
Skylar can come be your roommate.
I'm sure there's somebody would help me out, right? Fair value, $54. So the president talks. So this is our lesson today. The president talks. And this stock drops this far. I want to say it was like 30% or 20%. Then we get the doji, right? I mean, that's a turnaround. You get the doji.
The chart's not on the screen.
Oh, my bad. Good hit. When I'm by myself, I could go on for a long time like that. When you have multiple monitors to a docking station, like in Texas, I noticed that I can see it. Because I have a monitor that shows me on the screen. Sometimes, well, we're not live. When I'm live, I can see myself too. So, and then you get this doji. We've been talking a lot about dojis in the Money Flow gang. I mean, look back on this chart though. Doji, see it? And it goes up.
Yeah, that's like a perfect one.
Doji, it goes up. Not quite perfect, goes up. So the reason I do that is sometimes when I'm looking at a chart, I like to go back and analyze the chart. Sometimes people just get stuck on this right here. But it's like, does it respect the 200? Boom, 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 boom. See it? What do you think is probably going to happen when price gets there?
And just tag it and might stop.
Yeah, same thing it's been doing, right? So that's just reading the chart. Sometimes I'll refer to it as reading the tape. That's not typically what people mean when they say reading the tape. Like when S&P Capital says reading the tape, that's not what they mean.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever their shit is complicated when they say reading the tape.
Yeah, very. They got lots of stuff going on.
Lots of shit going on. So anyway, we got in this. Got the doji. Could have added more. I think I may have. I text out all my friends. Hey, guys, we're getting into X. And it's just a cool name. There's our signal, although I waited a little bit. And then we got the official stage 1 trigger. Could have had it here.
For sure. We added twice.
Yeah, so I think I drew this in the wrong spot. It should have been here. Came back down. I started to add again. And really, that was the add spot when it came back down. Because you're in this trade. Don't assume if it comes back down that it's going to go and break the anchor. Assume that this is your chance to add, right?
Yeah.
And then it ran. So this has been in our trade of the week. And I'm up. Let me see what I'm personally up. Personally, I'm up 20%, but that's because I did multiple ads. The first shares I purchased, I'm up 29%.
Yeah, I was up more on the as well, but then I added.
So I'm up $1,600 right now.
Wow.
Now, man, I was about to say, if that was in a margin account, think what you can do with $1,600, but I don't want to get sidetracked.
Yeah, a lot of our trade of the weeks are breaking out, like Etsy, Air, X, Airbnb.
Yeah, we'll run through those real quick. But think of that group effort there. In the Money Flow Discord, someone mentions it. You're on it because me and you scan Discord all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know how other people use Discord. I'm usually first thing in the morning, I scan it because a lot of times people will put the news that affects us into Discord right away. And I think some of the MFG missed that because they go on Reddit and Twitter and other dumb shit.
No, I checked the Discord first.
Mm-hmm. Then if I don't see anything jump in there, I then go scan the news and look for things to put in Discord. So checking Discord is a way, especially if you're busy. We are, as the collective, as the MFG, have kind of grabbed the news that you might need and dropped it right there for you. That's kind of how I look at it. And then boom. So then you mention it to me. I go look, boom, I read, boom, I'm in it. Send out a tweet to everyone. Hey, we're doing this. So it goes from a person in Discord, you catching it, you telling me, we look to see why. Bam, within 15 minutes, we're texting out. MFG's taking positions. We're up 30%. All of that took 30 minutes and up. I'm up 1600.
Yeah, it's like taking candy from babies.
Or don't do it. Just be broke, man. Just keep driving to work. Don't pay attention to anything. Maybe, focus on spooning. I don't know. That's so it's so exciting. Think of how much that makes up for too. If you're trading and you've lost on trades, bam, one big nice win, and now you're making it back. All right, so before we get in there, let's see if was there anything in the news. You mentioned something about Boeing.
Yeah, the workers went on strike. It says the biggest union representing about 33,000 workers went on strike after voting down a new 4-year labor deal. The strike will halt work on the company's best-selling 737, 767, 777 jets.
For some reason, let's say the big question now are what's next for the company and the stock, as well as how it came to this. Plenty of issues are on the table, including the effects of free cash flow. Boeing's credit rating, God, it's got to be low, and whether the company will have to issue stock diluting the holdings of existing investors. So, what happens right there if they put out new shares? The stock will fall by that.
Okay.
So let's say they issue 10% more shares to raise money.
Then the stock will fall.
Get smashed. Yeah. Which means now the company's doing things to lower the share price, which causes people to sell, which causes your share price to go even lower, right?
And then there's more shares.
And there's more shares. And if the earnings are less and you have more shares and you pissed off everyone who starts selling, this thing could really come down, man. And then at a certain point, I might actually be interested. I'm going to be honest, I have not been interested in this stock.
Me neither. If it paid a dividend, I might be more interested.
And I know there's people in Discord in it. I know we actually have people whose family members work there. Down here at 126, this was a nice play. Look at that, 126 to 270.
70. Look at the doji.
I know. One right here. It's one right here. It's almost like a cheat code. There's almost one here. But these two here, look at this one. And this one.
Yeah.
Top, bottom, crazy. It blows my mind. Let's look on a monthly here. Look, it's gone from almost 400 a share to 162. But, I mean, look at this chart here. I mean, it had stopped
just
here, right?
And it does go extreme, so it could still could go lower.
Yeah, and look, everything is pointing lower, man. The monthly histogram is pointing lower. Let's look on the weekly. Pointing lower. See it?
Yep.
So that's the way that inside the money flow, the way we use the histogram is the histogram really is just a momentum indicator. Where is the momentum right now? And if we have that tick down, and by tick down, what I mean, I'm sure everybody knows, but if you're new, a lot of ways to do it. But if you look here and then the next bar is lower and then the next bar is lower, what you have is a down sloping histogram. So same over here, what we have is a down sloping histogram. Now as day traders inside the money flow, we use this for trend direction. And this is the direction right now. And you can see that. So it was up, down, up, down. And what's funny, doesn't that look a lot like the money flow pattern?
Yep. Of course.
Now we're on a doji though. Here. And what is this, the weekly? Yeah. So we're forming a doji on the weekly there. See it?
Yep.
Damn. That almost get me excited as a trader. So union talks, just everything that can go wrong is going wrong. I don't know. There's some support here, maybe. But they don't pay a dividend, right?
No.
So you can't even do it as a B&B trade. I mean, I don't know. There's nothing about it I like.
Yeah, me neither. Other than half the time I fly, it's on a Boeing.
Well, there's that.
How
How big should the Fed's first rate cut be? The real.
I see here why Uber went up a bit today.
Okay.
It says Uber Technologies was rising 5.2% after reaching an agreement for Google's Waymo to use the Uber app for paid rides in Atlanta, Austin, and Texas starting in early 2025.
Yeah, so Uber stock pops. News about self-driving cars is fueling gains. Bro, when Uber goes self-driving cars and we don't have to pay people to drive, that's going to be a money machine. Except someone's got to own the cars is the problem. So here's the Uber pop. And we talked about this yesterday. It looked like it was going to be a stage 4 decline.
Yeah.
I like it, though. I love this pattern we're seeing here. Wait, look at, man, you had a shot here. Look at this one.
Did you add that day?
No, I didn't. I already have so much.
Yeah.
But that's the day we added to other shit. But if you look where it opened and it was below this, when it got back up here, I mean, you could have called an audible because it's back above support, you know?
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that make me call an audible, is looking at the chart. And then I know the company. And, you know, I know they're working on good things. I know they're innovating. I know they're trying, you know? So that's the kind of thing they'll let you maybe step up and take a chance there. And if you're a trader, you know, when you see this open and then it moves back into that support area, you could take a shot as a trader. You pick up some and you put your stop right over here, you know?
Yeah.
And look, and usually, you know how the money flow works, right? We look to the left, and if there's previous place where it stopped, I expect it'll stop again. And look where it stopped, man. Just right on it.
It's perfect.
Perfect. I don't want to use the money flow, Gerald. Let's see. I don't like perfect trades. I'd rather lose all my money trading options. Boom. So this is the pattern I was talking about, guys. Stock market goes up as much 71% of the time. The problem is it's not a straight line. Let's see. So that was Uber. So they're sharing the app with some other startup, right?
Yeah. Google's Waymo.
It's Google.
Yeah, the Google self-driving car.
Fair value, $80. We maintain our $80 fair value estimate for narrow moat. Uber, after the firm reported better than expected second quarter earnings, investors have been increasingly skittish about Uber's shares as the company faces a tough micro environment, with the most recent U.S. jobs reports fueling talks of a recession that would affect Uber's customer demand. First off, they don't even know if it would affect it.
Yeah, I was going to say, how could you predict that? People still have to get around.
I guess they could say, well, less people will go out, or in my opinion, maybe less people own a car and they use more Uber.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they factored that in. I think they would. I think Uber's going to be just fine. $150 billion market cap compared to Lyft, which is around 9%. Although we do like the Lyft trade. So their case for the money flow, case for Uber. Let's see. What else we got in the news here?
Adobe's down 9%.
Ooh. Now
even though it beat the analyst estimates as revenue rose.
Now we've played this one successfully quite often. And the previous plays, all you got to do on this stock is wait for it to fall underneath the 200. This golden line here. That's what we did last time, remember?
Yeah.
And then start taking stage one positions and let it, hey, it drops back down. Cool. We're just waiting. Pick up another one. Because Adobe pays a dividend, don't they?
No.
Or no? No, they don't.
No.
They don't. So it wouldn't technically qualify as a B&B trade. But the last time we were doing this is I went and same strategy now. If everything is going up, go look and see what is a great stock that's not. And last time we had that, all of tech had run except Adobe. And that was literally the thesis for the trade. Let's see. That's probably something you've noticed looking at S&B Capital stuff, right? Is that concept of you need a thesis for the trade?
Yeah.
It really does help. It's like, why is this a buy here? And it's like, just because it's undervalued by Morningstar, that in and of itself doesn't make it a trade. That doesn't mean it's going to work right now. You still have to look at where are we at in the sector, where are we at in the market rotation, right? That top down.
Yeah.
And then compare it to your bottom up research.
Bottom up, yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Damn. It's almost like we've done this before.
So what happens when you work with a Hall of Famer.
In the Hall of Fame. All right, so Adobe. Let's see. Let me check stock charts here real quick. All right, so Dow Jones, biggest up, IBM, Caterpillar, Intel, HD. Let's see, S&P. Bam!
Damn, WBD rose above Etsy now.
Damn. WBD is one we've been in for a minute. Can't fix our problems today on it, but it sure looks like it's moving in the right direction now. Any news out on that? Let me see. It must be to jump that big. some activist hedge fund take a position. Why Warner Brothers Discovery is the top performing stock in the S&P today.
Wow, someone wrote that fast. Because like 20 minutes ago, Etsy was the top performing.
Right. We got to do that. Bam. Get it on there. Let's see. So after entertainment company announced a multi-year distribution agreement with Charter Communications on Thursday, Warner Bros. And Charter said in a combined news release, oh, they're doing things together. Ebony and let's see, multi-year distribution partnership provide Max and Discovery Plus streaming platforms on all Spectrum TV select packages at no extra cost. Okay, I guess they're going to pay Warner Brothers to use their content is basically what's up. Which is why I'm buying it. Because they own Game of Thrones, goddammit. Etsy. Oh, look, we own a lot of these. We're in that. We're in Etsy. We're in Uber. And we're in WBA. It's almost like we're smart.
Yeah, I just added to Walgreens.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm almost afraid to say it. Damn. Look at that. Man, I'm going to add two. Right now. Oh, you see the doji?
Yeah.
Except the dojis don't last long. Little doji rub. Down we go. And you know what's funny? I actually don't have any money in this account except it was YieldMax payday.
Yeah, now YieldMax is going to be every Friday you get paid.
Come on, man. Why even have a job?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why is everyone working so hard? Let's see. That's what gets people pissed when I start saying that shit. It's kind of true. I just bought 25 shares. I ain't going crazy because this thing, look at it. It's been teasing us.
Yeah.
All the way down. This stock has been awesome. Let's back it up to the weekly. Man, look at this. Look at that doji. There's a doji right at the very top. Oh, and then look, there's one here. All the way down, dude. Damn. It's probably been our worst stock, right?
Yeah.
Have we put out our worst holdings list yet?
We have, but some of them have gotten better, like Hanes Brands and MPW aren't so bad anymore.
Wait, are you saying if they're good companies, they could come back and make you a lot of money?
Yeah.
But I don't like to have red on my screen. Do people have asked me about MPW every day since I ever brought it up? If it has a big fat dividend, I don't know what it is. People will lose their fucking minds and buy way too much. You know?
Yeah.
And then when it goes against them, they're like, oh, position size matters. Yeah, that's why it's taught in literally every book ever written on stock.
Yeah, of course it matters.
Yeah. Now, case for YieldMax. Guess who bought? Guess who bought a lot of shares right here on these nice dojis we have here on the daily chart with YieldMax money?
Wow.
Yeah. So I was able to buy like 1,300 shares with dividends from YieldMax that week. And then people are like, but the erosion, Gerald, the erosion. Okay. So if I bought, what's that?
Yeah, it's just why are they so focused on that?
Right. They missed the big picture.
The point of the fund isn't to appreciate.
Right.
It's to generate income. So if it's generating enough income, if it's not generating enough income, that's when you'd worry.
Yep.
Not worry about the erosion.
Man, where'd you learn all this stuff? Let's see.
Crazy guy on the internet.
Some dude yelling on the internet. So that means that those dividends from YieldMax, because I didn't have any money, I bought like 1,200 shares. Those 1,200 shares now are $6. Oh, and by the way, it pays dividends every 90 days, right?
Yeah.
So how do we quantify that return from YieldMax? Everyone just looks at everything linear. I bought it. Did it beat the S&P? Or they don't look at the totality of your portfolio.
Um.
All right. Off that.
Guess what? Guess.
Are you trimming?
Grayscale.
You're not trimming, right?
No.
I'm not either.
Grayscale.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're making an XRP ETF.
Ooh, of course they are. Now that would bring up the price. That would bring up the price.
Are you gonna buy some XRP right now?
Me? No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I have too much crypto as it is. And crypto place is not where the money's at right now. Let's see. If we're talking trading, I don't mind buying some shit in XRP, but do you use that a lot in your daily life? Man, you're out and about and you're like, oh, bro, let me get on my XRP.
No.
Right. Well, what do we do? I don't understand, man. That's where I'm starting to be confused with.
Now it's time to trim the RSI 73.
Trim what?
Weren't you just asking about the day trade?
Oh, yeah. I was about to do that. Yeah, we're day trading, guys. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to make a little money while doing the YouTube. I don't have time to trade, Gerald. Let's see. I get told that a lot. Good call. Good call. See how you're watching both now.
Yeah.
Superstar. Hey, if you guys don't know, if you go to page 4 of the Peters report and click the QR code if you haven't, I post all the stuff that I do in here. This is delayed. This is my trading log. You should be keeping a trading log. Oh, look. I think it's the last thing I have on here. I need to update it.
Yeah, you sent out a few texts. Last Wednesday you added to AMDL again.
Let's see.
You also added to TQ and UPRO.
Yep. So I need to update that. Calling an audible, buying X on the massive 30% drop on the presidential press conference, 9-4.
And then this week, you've added to X.
Yeah, we've added to X. Our trade of the week on the last one. I mean, how good are we? Let's see. Trade of the week.
Etsy? From last week?
The last one we did was TQ, right?
Well, yeah, this week's was TQ.
All right, let's see. How did that one do? Ooh, that was the chart I went crazy on. What was I saying? 3X first target 70, second target 82. Now those targets are for swing traders. Boom. Anchor. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're rolling. It's like taking candy from babies, huh?
And SPYU?
Oh, yeah. That was our backup trade, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, right here. Look at that. Boom. It's about to hit the first target. I mean, that one's doing nice.
Look at Air. That was one of our other swing trades. Previously a runner-up, but it just went up.
Look at that, man. Stage 1 trigger. Now, remember when I wrote this previous support figuring that would hold?
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. Right at how anyone could think support and resistance isn't a real thing. I mean, they're just dumb. I listened to Bloomberg the other day talk about the hocus pocus of chart reading.
Oh my God.
And I watched it and I'm just like, wow, you guys are dumb.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at silver, AGQ.
Look at the, we just had a big run up there in the, boom. Man, I don't have time to trade, Gerald, but somehow you can live trade on YouTube. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Hold on. I want to show them. That's when like, I don't have time to day trade. Most people that have tried day trading did it with the wrong people and they didn't do it right, you know?
Yeah.
And so they have a very bad experience. And then when they talk to me, I'm like, dude, shut up. Stop talking and be coachable and just listen to me. And most people, if they'll just fucking listen and remove their own ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Have less ideas. If you have someone who's qualified, look at this thing running, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm qualified in the sense that, but maybe in the sense that when I say qualified, I don't want someone to think I have some sort of certificate or I didn't go to college. There's no such thing for day trading, by the way. There's no degree you can get. You just got to trade. Good thing I didn't green and go.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what we were saying. So yeah, this air though has followed. Look at this: sideways up, sideways down, sideways up, sideways down, sideways up. When you find stocks that just respect the money flow, like it's just money, man. It's just so easy to trade these. Let's see. Now, what if you didn't have money to trade these, but you're wanting to learn to trade? Do you just wait until you have money?
Yeah, you could open a paper trade account.
Most of them would rather wait till they have money, and then when they actually start having money, they have no experience.
And then when they'll just lose all their money.
Then they lose all their money. I just got out. Now I'm trading a little tighter. So let's see. Let me show them why I got out. Boom. The reason it's a little behind, but the reason I got out is it broke this bar. So means it's rejecting going higher. Maybe not. We'll look to get back in. So that was air. Air was a runner-up a bunch of times. If you see as a runner-up a bunch of times, that means we like the stock. Just for whatever reason, that week I didn't necessarily think it was the one to play, but it is running. And I'm in them. Many of the runner-ups I show you are stocks that I'm in. Let's see. Oh, Etsy. Let's see. Oh, it's a 30-minute one. Ugh. I don't know why I did 30
Yeah, you had like 3 Etsy charts in there.
Okay, I was analyzing shit. Uh-oh. I'm back in. Or not yet. I was about to be.
I got back in.
Did you? I didn't hit the button fast enough. Oh, did I delete all the Etsy charts?
Yeah.
Did I really?
Some are in the other chart pack.
Oh, I put the wrong one in the... Okay. So let me go to the other... MFG trade ideas of the week. Anybody can get on this. If you're using stock charts, make sure to vote for me. Let's see. That shit takes a lot of time too, man.
Yeah. Definitely.
Good thing I don't green and go the charts. Let's see. Boom! Breakout. Look at it. Respect the anchor.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yep. So Etsy running target. Now if you look at this, we're in this sloping down channel. We talked about that. Me and Jess did when we were looking at picking this and looking at reading up on the stock. And I'm back in too here, trying to decide if we wanted to play this or not. And what I liked about it was more of the technical side. And then we went to read the fundamental side just to make sure it's still a viable business. And I mean, I think it can easily run up, hit this 64, and then stay in a downtrend. So this would be one, and when I hit the target, I'd be prepared to get out of most of my shares. Just total swing trade. And remember, when we hit, we look left. So if there's a previous high, I'm going to look to get out there. Boom. Same thing will probably happen here. Oh, we just dropped, didn't we?
Just broke the 20.
Damn. Let me give it just a second. There's support right there. So look what happens here, guys. Not good. Oh, it's coming back, though. Let's see. Airbnb breaking out?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Airbnb. Look at that. Perfect. I started to add this morning. Oh, my God. You see what's happening?
Yeah.
Give it just a second. In fact, I might add a little just in case. And no, that is not working. So we got Airbnb breaking out. If you're with in our trade, first target, you say why? Look left. Wherever it stopped before, it'll probably stop again, and that's where it stopped. And so that support will probably flip and become resistance. So stock will push up against it. That's the basic concept there. And so will that happen? I don't know. But it does give us a repeatable pattern and a way to trade. And so as a trader, you need a repeatable, what do we call it? Systematic
approach.
Yeah.
Repeatable process.
Yep. That'd be it. That's the money flow, right?
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, what about our oil? This has been our Achilles heel, right? Now, one thing about oil, if you go to page 35 of the Peters report, it'll take you to my board. This is our homework board. Do you do these, Jess?
Yeah.
And most people do them on paper. I do the board so everybody can see it very visibly. And since doing the board, I kind of like it. But I still do it on paper. I used to do it on paper, and then I do it on the board. A lot of people, I want to be more efficient with my time. Okay, then don't memorize it. That process of reading, doing it by hand, and then taking from my notes and putting it on the board, you just learn it even better.
Yeah, you learn it better.
Yeah. So all you guys trying to maximize, I want to do it efficiently so I can go do other things. It's like, cool, go do that. I'm going to master this. People do that.
Yeah.
But somehow they think they're going to become elite and proficient and make a lot of money by doing shit less. How could you be a great chef? You go in, you go, I want to cook this faster.
Yeah, you can't.
Can we just put this wonderful food in the microwave and heat it up? Let's see. Well, what was I looking at? Oh, oil. So on our board, that's what I was trying to say. On our board, you'll notice number 7, USO. This is the win. The bonds were the strongest of the 7 assets that we track inside the money flow. And then it was gold. If you go look, gold's been killing it. So do you think, maybe for some short swing trading or day trading momentum stuff, you might use the top half of the wind, right? But if you're looking for position trades, stocks
buy and hold opportunities,
buy and hold, and also swing trades, you just got to know these are the ones that are the least loved, right?
Yep.
Bitcoin. So down here, we would start looking for stage 1 setups. Up in here, we're looking for stage 3s to trim. And this is the concept. So let's look at oil. I use the USO. There's a lot of things you could use. UCO for trading. Oh, look at what's up. Now notice the doji.
Yeah, that was on Tuesday.
Yep, we talked about that.
Right after the anchor point.
Yep, we talked about this. That could just call an audible and start buying. And that's exactly what happened. Now, the one reason I would say that is, look, possible demand zone, right? So I wrote all this the other day. This has been on the pack. I didn't just now do it for the show. I'm adding shares. I never sold, so.
Yeah, I never sold.
So this was already there. And I was saying there's probably going to be people buying shares in here. That's what demand zone means. Up here, if it says supply zone, you know, these could be, you see how there's so many bars? For me to have a supply zone, I need to see a bunch of bars. You know, like this here, let's say that one, and then over here, let's say it was one. That's just support, you know? That's just support. But when you get a whole bunch of like clusters, that tells me, because people are just sitting there buying. So that's a demand zone. Just hitting it one time and taking off, that's just support and resistance. But if up here at the top too, bar, that's people selling, and then finally it comes down. And what happens is they sell, a buyer buys, they sell, a buyer buys, they sell, a buyer buys, and it keeps it propped up until it doesn't. And then there's no buyers, and it drops until there is a buyer. And that's what causes these movements. I don't know if you know that, right? The reason stocks go up and down is people buy and sell.
Yeah, of course.
It's so obvious. Somebody got me, or Vermin got me in Discord the other day. You know how I always tell people, they're like, what happened? Why did the stock go down?
Yeah.
I said that. I got in there and I don't know what I was thinking. And I said, did anybody see why so-and-so went down? And Rich said, because they sold it.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, nice. Oh, oil. So oil there, that tells me, now the way to trade oil, in my opinion, we have a couple options we've been doing. OILU. This is a 3x oil play. Bam. So this is going to do 3x the movement. What's another one? Is it OCU? No.
Oh, UCO.
UCO. I get mixed up because one of them is the reverse and one of them's the forward.
Yeah, oil D is the inverse, I think, for the oil U.
This one's a 2x, I believe, though. Stage one, huh?
Yep.
Look at the doji.
Doji.
This was just obvious. Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Right, just like Jesus. I got to abandon after this.
You got a what?
I have to abandon this trade if this doesn't hold right here.
Yeah, it's getting gross if not.
Now, one thing I do want to say, if you notice, you see how here, if you ran a line across, it's way below this.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of the leverage. If you go to the unleveraged fund, it doesn't do that. That's the effect.
That's why you got to use the unleveraged chart.
Right. You caught on quick to that. All these things are learnable in an accelerated rate with us inside the money flow game. That's what they get. And if you get on our hit that QR code, get on the Substack, get on our trade of the week, that's what you're going to get, accelerated learning. If your little pea brain can fucking handle it. Let's see. Let me show them an example. Here's an example. It's the one we sent out the other day.
Yeah.
Market conditions remain active. One thing stays constant. The importance of time.
The trade's getting worse.
Yeah, I see that. Wonder what's happening here. I may just close out half here for a second. I keep wanting that support to hold. The importance of precision and timing when choosing the right trade. With the tech sector continuing to show both resilience and volatility, there are opportunities waiting. Yes, there are. It's our trade of the week. We talk about, we break down all the different sectors. Technology. Talk about the wind. This was a pretty good write-up here. For years, my loyal friends, followers, MFG members have witnessed the accuracy of my swing trades, which are the result of precise timing. Success comes from a rigorous research and effort I put into each trade selection. Oh, man.
This is just getting worse by the second.
I just bailed out. Now it's going to come back. Man.
Damn.
I kind of wanted to short there, but you really want to short when it comes up. You know what I mean? If you short into that, it's probably going to turn right here. Anyway. So this one was about the TQ, and this is where we break down the chart. Might look like a lot of craziness, but as you learn to read it, it gets a little easier. I don't know. I might take a shot at the short side.
Yeah, it just keeps going down.
And immediately it starts coming up when I did that. That's funny. It's usually the way to stop it is just get someone you know to go short. Let's see. G's wrap up. X. I think we covered everything. I feel good. I feel like we definitely lived up to what we talk about being on the right side of the trade.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually feel like I own it. Made the market a little bit. This was easy. I mean, this week we were right on it. I don't want to say easy. We've talked about that. You're like, oh, it's easy trading today, and it's like, yeah. I mean, that's when we make money. I mean, I don't
because the wind's in our favor.
The winds, and that goes back to the concept of the wind. It's like if the wind's not in your favor, there's no reason to take the trade. And I think that's a lesson that gets hard for people because they're not doing homework. They're not looking at all the different sectors. They're not seeing the big picture. They're just like focused usually on tech, crypto, and they got this singular focus of this one little thing, you know?
Yeah.
And when you do that, you miss. I mean,
look at utilities too.
Look at the XLP. Just steadily going higher, man. UTSL. Oh, you see this thing coming back, right?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, man.
Although the 5 minute, is it against us? I didn't even look, man. See?
Yeah, it is.
So that was probably a bad idea. But utilities are running, dude. They're breaking out.
Yeah, they're stream RSI.
And it just keeps going. Now we loaded up back on this when utilities went underneath the 200-day. These are all stage one buys. You know, and since now we're in the momentum phase, we could have been buying these, you know. This is money flow pattern. Look at this. So, you know, anybody not in the utility trade, you miss the whole point of the money flow. You know, they miss that whole thing of the big picture, doing your homework. If you're not in the utility trades, because you don't actually do homework. You think you do homework, you don't do homework. Most people are just writing some bullshit on a piece of paper. They're not researching it. Because I know my homework takes about 4 hours.
Yeah, mine takes long too.
Right. But a lot of people's takes like 15 minutes. And so multiply that 52 weeks.
52 times 15.
Yeah.
780 minutes divided by 6. That's 13 hours
for the whole week. I mean, for
the whole year.
If you did what?
15 minutes.
Yeah, it's for the whole year. And now that means our research time, we're doing it at, 20x of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you green and grow every day and you put 15 minutes a week onto your homework, no shit, you're not good. So now imagine you're doing what I'm doing 52 weeks out. You're a beast.
Yeah.
You understand the market. Not to say you won't mess up, not to say you're not going to have problems, but pretty soon you're going to know, should I jump on an X or not jump on an X? You know, because you're going to go through that process. You're going to learn how to call audibles. We have people call audibles and they don't even have 5 hours into research.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you can't call an audible. You don't know what that means. You got to be the starting quarterback, dude. Starting quarterback calls audibles. Yeah, imagine
you have to have a whole thesis for while you're calling it, not just because you like the stock and you have hope.
You're a rookie quarterback, first play. You're like, call an audible. They're going to lose their mind. This is not working very well here, is it? This day trading thing. Man, I was doing good till that smashed down.
Yeah, me too.
That's the game, though.
Yeah.
We should have green and gold.
Nothing personal, just business.
Yeah, man. Anything else to add? So we got good stuff. Market's looking good. Everything looks great. Everybody should get on the swing trade of the week thing and get in Discord. Some people have a misunderstanding. They think those are, one and the same, or I don't know. Again, that's just people not doing their research, not thinking it through, not looking. You actually have to slow down when it comes to the stock market and think through, and it's not going to make sense. If you could logically explain things, there'd be no market.
Yeah, it doesn't move on logic.
Nope. So, yeah, once you get past that, you'll start doing a lot better. Wow. Where's the 5 minute on this? Maybe they could witness being killed here.
Straight down.
Oof. Man, we had a shot there. Should have stayed with the 5 and played the short side. I was really hoping that momentum would bring it back. Yeah. All right. I guess we can both we'll see if that, I'm going to hold it until if that low breaks since I'm already in right here.
Yeah, I'm still in.
If that breaks, I got to call it, and then I got to figure out why I did what I did. I did that on reaction, right? Oh, just quick reaction. Sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't. So you got to be careful doing that. Anything to add? I like your hat.
Thanks. It's from our merchandise collection.
Yep.
I like yours too.
Got a new one. Did you see the new post or where the machine's working on the stuff?
Yeah, on the shirts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I still got some stuff coming in the mail.
Nice. All right, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Should we? I thought I had something plugged here. I should have went out to Wes Watson yelling at people.
You want me to start yelling at you like Wes Watson?
I probably need it, man.
I don't think you know what to do.
No,
I wouldn't. Like, could you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I'm not used to being yelled at. I'm used to being the yeller.
Especially by me.
Right.
If I start doing that.
Right.
I could easily do that.
I know you could. Probably wouldn't work well for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. See you later.
All right, see ya.